Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about how the update that is going to arrive in just a couple of weeks, the December 2020 DLC, one that features a new heist in an entirely new location, how this update could be the final one that we're going to be seeing for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And so I want to start off today's video with an interesting comment that I saw on the GTA forum site by user Rolsha2282. who is pretty in tune with the GTA community, is very knowledgeable about diving into the files, stuff like that. He was responding to someone that said, "Can someone tell me where or why people are coming to the conclusion that Rockstar is going to stop online DLCs for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One?" And he says, easy, the consoles are at their limit. I mean, 15 to 20 FPS in full sessions, or even almost empty sessions, they are at their limit. And I am certain Rockstar is having issues themselves. I mean, I am certain the devs can't wait to drop support for the console a few months after Expanded and Enhanced comes out, finally free of hard limits and stuff they have to tone down because the consoles would you-know-what themselves. Oh, and the first exclusive update in 2015 was the Free Roam Events update. So let's talk about that first, that the consoles are at their limits. And remember that these consoles came out in 2013, just a couple of months after the original release of Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. So these consoles have been out for over 7 years now, and they've been in development for even longer, which means the hardware put into them is over 7 years old. So it's no surprising that the consoles are certainly reaching their limits, especially with a game that's graphically and technically advanced and heavy as Grand Theft Auto 5 and certainly GTA's multiplayer is, which is why you're starting to see, struggling FPS limits and long loading times. It's because the consoles just simply can't handle it. And Rockstar developers are very much likely reaching the limits of what they can do. So now getting back to the original idea that this update in December 2020 could be the final update for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Well, let's take a look at what Rockstar did back in 2014 and 2015 when the new consoles arrived and when they decided to end support for the new consoles, or the old consoles, I should say. So Rockstar Games released the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions of the game on November 18th, 2014. And the final update that came out on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and the first update that officially came out for only the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC was the Free Roam Events update, which came out on September 15th, 2015. So not even a year after releasing the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions of the game did Rockstar decide that the old version is going to be discontinued. So to answer the question, is this update going to be the final one in 2020? I think the answer is no. I think that whenever Rockstar releases the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, I think we've got a little bit less than a year, which would probably mean that there's only going to be one more update that we see that the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version of the game will ultimately get. So going back to the newswire where Rockstar talked about this, they said, and for the massive and vibrant community of Grand Theft Auto Online players worldwide, the journey through the ever-evolving shared world of GTA Online will continue on the new generation, with more new updates including additional GTA Online content exclusive to the new consoles and PC. And there will also be a new standalone version of GTA Online coming in the second half of 2021. So Rockstar did confirm that there was going to be exclusive content on the new consoles and that it would bring new updates. But they didn't share specifics on how that was quite going to work yet. So like I mentioned earlier, if I was a betting man, I would say that Rockstar is going to not just completely cut off the huge player base on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. That would obviously not be a great business decision because not every single person is going to be getting a PS5 and Xbox Series X as soon as it's out. Some people might be waiting for a price drop, or they might just be waiting for another specific reason. In fact, I know a lot of people right now, believe it or not, that still play Grand Theft Auto Online on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. And even though that system hasn't gotten a new update in a while, they still hop on every week or so to just go on and do some crazy madness in online. So there's a lot of people still enjoying the older versions of the game. So I don't think Rockstar is just going to completely eliminate updates for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. I think it's probably going to be about a year after the release of the expanded and enhanced version comes out. So if it's going to come out in the second half of 2021, I think we can safely say that updates are going to continue in Grand Theft Auto Online on PS4 and Xbox One until roughly sometime in 2022. Now, I can also safely say that this is something that Rockstar will probably give us a heads up on, because back in 2015, as updates were still coming out for the Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, and PS4, updates like Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1, Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2, DLCs like that, Rockstar made an announcement that they were eventually going to stop support. And they even said that the update that was going to be coming out next would be the final one. So it's not like they're just going to go complete cold turkey here, where they just say like, sorry PS4 guys, sorry Xbox One guys, this update isn't coming out for you. I think they're definitely going to make it aware that like this is coming to an end, and if you want to continue to get Grand Theft Auto Online updates, you're going to need to move over to the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Now, it also begs the question if you'll be able to get the updates only on the expanded and enhanced version, or as long as you're just playing GTA 5 on a PS5 or Xbox Series X or S, you'll be able to get the updates through backwards compatibility. Again, because Rockstar have revealed so little about this new version of the game and only so little about how backwards compatibility is going to work, we can only do so much speculating right now. So at this point in time, I think it's anyone's best guess, but I think it was an interesting discussion to talk about here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think will be the final update for Grand Theft Auto Online on Xbox One and PlayStation 4? Do you think it's going to be the one we see in just a couple of weeks in December 2020? Do you think it'll be an update we see later in 2021? Or will it be sometime in 2022? Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.